Namaste creators. So you guys may know it's the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, and it's open nice and wide right now leading onto the 8th. It actually started on the 28th of July, which a lot of people are not aware of, and those energies will already be taking place all the way through till the 12th of August. So we have quite a few days before this portal ends, but it's a huge one when it comes to setting intentions and manifestations, because we have Leo season that has begun, and it is here to help us have more courage, have more power to be able to achieve the big dreams and goals and aspirations that maybe we've been trying to manifest, but it's not quite happened yet. So here I wrote down around 5 things that you need to know, and also I'm going to finish off with 5 things that you can start doing to be able to harness these energies for your manifestations. We're going to dive deep into it, but before we get into it, show reel, hit it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here, and here I'm in the beautiful Lugano in Switzerland, and we just finished off our little journey in Milan, and we're here, and then we're heading off to Geneva today, but I thought I'll share this beautiful nature with you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear any of the nature sounds, but it's beautiful. Anyway, we're going to talk about today the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, which some of you may be aware that it's something that happens every single year. Now, I've took 5 notes here for you guys to take care of during this time. If you guys have a notepad or journal, I highly recommend you guys grab that and start taking notes on this, okay? Because we've got quite a lot to cover in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So, the first thing we need to note down is that every year between July the 28th all the way through to August the 12th is when this Lionsgate portal is open, okay? Now, if you guys if there's a big demand for it, I'll make a separate video on the 8th itself, because that's when the energies actually peak, and I'll give you certain actions to take on that day to really be able to take that quantum leap, that quantum jump towards your manifestations, okay? So just type 8-8 inside the comments if you guys would like me to do that. Then I know I'm flying on that day, but I'll make an effort to try and make a video for that day as well, okay? Now, maybe we even do a meditation. That'll be very powerful to be able to tap into that field and set our intentions, okay? Now, the second thing we need to note down is Sirius, Earth, and Orion, the constellations are all in alignment during this time. Now, what does this mean? It actually opens up a huge portal, especially with the sun in Leo. And when the sun is in Leo, what it does is it's this like very powerful courage type energy. So it's highly likely that maybe in the last week or the last couple of weeks even, because it started on the 28th of July, that you may have started already feeling a little bit more courage or confidence more than usual. When you're having your usual conversations, have a think about this, right? Have you, in your relationships or in your job, in your career, or speaking to your boss, have you felt that you've said a few things or voiced what you really think inside, which you don't usually voice because you're too afraid of it? Because what happens is Leo is offering this type of energy for everybody. It's giving you just a little bit more push. It's those dreams and goals that you've had for a long time, and you've got kind of like, I don't know how to say it, or I don't know how to speak to somebody about it. Or maybe in your relationship, you've been having certain problems, but you didn't know how to speak about it before, and you've been putting it off because you're scared to hurt the other person, or you're scared of the other person's judgment or something, and most likely you would have started voicing certain things, right? Unconsciously, Leo's energy is already channeling through every single one of us, okay? So if you do relate to what I'm saying, then let us know inside the comments so that other people don't feel they're alone in this, right? Now, what should we do with such energy? Well, if we have that courage, it means actually it's time to step up, right? For all those conversations that you've been, inside your soul, inside your heart, you've been craving to have, but you haven't had that courage, or you're not been brave enough to do it or take the action, then now is the time. I want everyone to write that down inside the comments. Now is the time. Reaffirm it to that subconscious so you know that you are ready to step up into your power today. Okay? So this is a very important thing to know. Now, another thing for us to understand, number 3, right, is when it comes to Leo, it's this optimistic sign. So it's highly likely that you will find not just yourself, but also people around you will become very optimistic towards everything they say. Now, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I always say that things are not good or bad. But here, what I'd like to address, right, if it's optimism that you have, that's very good. Go towards your dreams and go towards your goals and go with courage, right? But at the same time, we need to be very, very aware that everybody is feeling these energies too. So where could the little caveat be? Where could the little problem be or the challenge be? Okay, it could come where some people may say some certain things to you. They'll promise this, they'll promise that. They'll say everything's sorted and everything's perfect and everything's amazing and it's going to be amazing. But maybe there are some doubts and fears that are inside, but it's just Leo putting this energy through them. Right? So what does this mean? It means at all times, I'm not saying to have a doubting mind, but I'm saying at all times, use our intelligence. Based on track history, how has everything been so far? Right? Use our intelligence to judge things. Right? I'm not saying follow the fear and follow the doubt. I'm saying still have that trust. Right? Still have that go-getter mindset. Still take that leap of faith and still absorb and know that every opportunity that rises upon you is for you. But at the same time, we need to be aware that Lionsgate energy is channeling through every single person at the same time. So what does that mean? Well, whatever people say, if you just take a little bit of a discount to it, right? If people say, oh, right, there's this investment opportunity, maybe you're going to make 100K, then maybe it's going to be 50K. You get what I'm saying? So don't just go in blindly with everything, because when the energy is happening, it's happening through everybody. Okay, so that's the third thing I want everybody to know. Now, moving on to the fourth thing is talking about our shadow side of Leo. So what does this mean? Again, when energies are extremely vibrant, everything is aligned, right? These energies are very powerful. So when it's very powerful, what does it bring out? Well, it brings out this courage, it brings out this strength, it brings out this bravery in amongst everybody. And when that happens, what can possibly trigger either yourself or other people around you, right, is overconfidence. Meaning something that stimulates the ego and comes through the ego. So it's highly likely throughout this phase, you guys tell me if you've met anybody like this already during this time, or you felt that in yourself, that your ego may spike, right? That people will always, they may start thinking that they are everything. It's all about them, and they can do anything, and don't care about anybody else, right? And my recommendation for everybody here is, number one, if other people are that way, just allow it to be, let it be. Don't fight it, right? You cannot fight Leo. It's too aggressive, it's too powerful. So don't bother trying to fight it, but just allow it to pass, right? This is what we learn about the yin and yang, and also in Tai Chi movements, we just allow energies to pass. Don't fight it, don't block it, don't stop it, don't stand in the way, right? Just let it pass, okay? The second thing is when it comes to yourself, and you're feeling a bit of that ego spiking, right? Or maybe a bit of like selfishness, or a bit of like arrogance, or sometimes you get a little bit impatient with people, right? Three things for you to look out for. Number one, be a lot more compassionate, right? I'd like you guys to write that down. Be compassionate. It's very important during this time to be compassionate. Keep reminding yourself, right? Your higher self. If you were to be compassionate, what would you do? How would you do things differently? How would you approach people? How would you speak to people? How would you look at people, right? Second thing is kindness. Acts of kindness will go a long way during this portal. Why? It's like sowing good seeds, right? Sowing good seeds, putting good seeds out there. Every seed that you put out there will blossom. You'll start seeing the rewards reap very quickly. The third thing is, right, act in service. Start being of service to people. See in areas that you can help other people. How can I be of service? But when you be of service, try to do everything without an expectation for any type of return. I always say, no words go unheard and no actions go unseen. Every service you put out here, even if you don't see the direct response, you will still get the response from the universe in divine timing. Okay? So just allow that to happen. Right? Final little bonus tip is everybody to practice patience during this time. Right? Patience will give you the perfect manifestations during this Lionsgate portal. Okay, so keep reminding yourself. Stick these words on your walls, stick it on your wallpaper, on your phone wallpaper, on your phone screen, everything, so it keeps reminding you during this portal. We've still got quite a few days left, so be very aware of this. Okay, now moving on to the final thing that I want you to share with you guys is to plan for intentions for your manifestations. Understand that this portal is wide open. Right? It's beautiful for setting intentions. It's beautiful for manifestations. It's like the high-speed rail that takes you towards your goals, your dreams, those things that you wanted for a long time, but it's not been happening for you. It may just happen within this portal. Okay? And so when we look at this, there are 5 things that I'd like you to note down on things that you can start focusing on. Number 1, the first thing is goal setting, scripting. Okay? Get pen on paper. Do it today. Do it straight away. Straight after this video. Start doing it already. Okay? So start taking notes on things that you want to achieve, your goals. That scripting holds a lot of power behind it. But most importantly, script with as much clarity as possible. Right? We always say clarity is power. So harness that power. The second thing is to set new daily practices, daily rituals or daily routines that lead you closer to your goal. So if your goal is to have a six-pack, right, then it's very important that you set that daily routine. If your goal is to make more money, then it's very important that you set new routines or new rituals, right, things that are income producing, right? If you set intention that you want to attract the love of your life, you probably need to go outside to meet people. So set new rituals and practices and daily routines that allow you more possibility of manifesting the things that you want, that empower you towards it. Okay, so that's the second thing. The third thing is spend more time next to lakes like this, rivers, oceans, basically water bodies. Why? It's because while this yang energy is very powerful here with the summer energy as well, and also Lionsgate, which is quite aggressive and powerful, right? It's very important to balance out those energies. Otherwise, you can find things will get on top of your head will become too big and you can't fit through the door. I don't know why I just said that. Not you can't fit through the door, but basically it becomes too much, right? Ego starts spiking even more. Okay? So make sure to take much more time next to water bodies that'll help you, and drink plenty of water and do prayer with water before you drink it, right? With love and compassion, that will really help you too. Okay? The fourth thing is to connect and communicate with the universe daily. Do your practices, breath work. When you calm your mind, your intuition, your intuitive powers become stronger. Do more meditation practices. Spend more time in nature. Really connect to source, connect to your higher self, and ask the big questions to any certain challenges that you may be facing or any questions that you have where you don't have the answer right now. It's highly likely you will receive divine guidance, divine answers during this portal, right? Now, the final thing, the fifth thing, is more speaking about the 8th. Like I said, if you guys want me to make another video, which I will release on the 8th to tell you exactly what to do on that day, because the portal will be wide open on the day. Right? It's going to be very good for wealth and abundance because this 8 is the wealth and infinite sign, right? So if you guys want some action on that, maybe I will, like I said, type 88 inside the comments if there's enough demand for it. I'll create a video and I'll release it on the day to give you certain things that you can start actioning, okay? But otherwise, on the specific day, that's when it's wide open. It's very good to make investments. Right? This is, I mean, yes, money, investments, investing in businesses, investing in ventures, investing in assets, investing in yourself. These are all good investments to make, which everything will bring a lot of reward for. But at the same time, when it comes to anything else, when it comes to love or anything else you want to attract, right? It's very important to invest what you want to reap. So if you want to attract love in your life, to give out plenty of love during that day. Okay, that's everything for the 8 to 8 Lionsgate portal here today, tuning in from the beautiful, beautiful Lugano in Switzerland. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please do hit the thumbs up. Also, another thing as well, if you guys didn't check out the full energy forecast for the full month of August, then I'm probably going to put a link around this video somewhere so you guys can click on it and make sure to watch that next. Because there's quite a lot going on this month. We've got 6 retrogrades and we've got 2 supermoons, so the energies are extremely vibrant and potent for our manifestations. Other than that, like I said, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. If you guys have not yet subscribed to the 333 launch offer for the Manifesting Miracles event, we're going to have a huge, huge, huge opportunity for everybody. Then make sure to subscribe. It's going to be the first link inside the description. And yeah, everything's going to be life-changing. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. If you haven't already, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way. Because this year, we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.